Ryan Steinekert with Ashley Brown of the Rich Rebel basketball team. Coach, thanks for your time today.
You betcha.
What's the focus this week as you get ready for your first games Friday and Saturday?
You know, the biggest thing is making sure that we understand what we want our kids to do and that we run our sets and try to do the best we can with them. And, you know, and then we got to make sure that we play together and we play hard. And if we do those things, we'll have a successful weekend as far as what we want to accomplish for those two games.
How much do you worry about Thanksgiving holiday, kids getting out of shape and trying to get back into shape now this week?
You know, it's hard, especially on our younger kids, because they were just starting to get the offense down that we wanted them to run, and now they were off for basically a week, and so it'll be like starting over with them. You know, and then as far as them being in shape, you know, it's basically going to have to start over again.
The first week of the season for the last bunch of years, you've gone to Duchesne and faced, at least the last 2 years, Providence Hall. Now this will be the third year in a row, and they've moved up to 3A. You're pretty familiar with what they were last year. You expect more of the same this year?
Yeah, you know, he's still got very good guards. You know, they're going to spread us out. If we don't get out and defend them, they'll shoot threes, and if we do, they'll try to go by us and dish. And, you know, so it's a good opening game, you know, that we know they're going to be good, and we know we're going to have to do things right in order to stay in the game.
You've had a week or so of practice and have some this week, but what do you see in take shape so far from your team? What kind of strengths do you think you'll have?
You know, I think the thing that's good about our team is we can play on the perimeter, and we can also, you know, we got big kids that can play underneath. So, you know, we're not one-dimensional by any means. We can play either way. We can play inside out or outside in, and, you know, and that's a benefit to be able to do those two things in 1A.
You've told me in the past that you've needed to go inside out. Do you feel like that's going to be a need again this year?
Oh yeah, you know, with Nick in there, he's 6'5", 6'6". You know, he does very good with his post moves, and so he's a huge advantage for us against most teams that we play. And, you know, and we got to use him.
There were a lot of times last year that the 2-3 zone worked really well, and with Nick getting more physical and 4 or 5 blocks a game, is that something, I mean, you hoping for and expecting this year?
Oh yeah, you know, it's a lot easier to run a 2-3 zone when you got somebody in the middle that can take care of the whole middle by himself. And, you know, and he was able to do that last year, and if he can do it again this year, it just helps our wings spread out and we can defend, you know, more area in that 2-3 zone and make it harder for teams to score.
You've got some other, I don't know if they're bigs, maybe for 1A, you've got some other guys at good size down in the middle for if Nick gets in foul trouble or just needs a breather.
Yeah, you know, we do. We got some depth at both the guard line and with our big kids. You know, we got Keenan and Porter, and then, you know, we got our 3 senior guards, and then we got Jared and Kaysen that could come off the bench and help there. So we got some depth, and, you know, we're going to use it if we need to, and hopefully those kids that are coming off the bench can come in and contribute for us.
JV takes on USDB Thursday afternoon, and anything you're doing in particular to prepare for that, or just get your sets in?
You know, we'll just get our stuff in. We don't know anything about them, and it'll be a good game for our JV to get started, and then they'll have to go down and play Providence Hall and Grand as well, so they'll have 2 tough games at the Duchesne tournament. So we're just going to get ourselves ready as far as what we want to do as a team, and then we'll see what happens after this weekend.
As always, you hit the ground running, some really good competition right off the bat, and it doesn't get easier the next week either.
No, you know, next week we get Bear Lake, and then we get the teams down south, Paiute and Valley. So, yeah, it's not going to get any easier. So, you know, we might as well see where we fit in and see what we need to work on and go from there.
Anything else we should touch on, Coach?
I don't think.
Ashley Brown of the Rich Rebels, thanks so much for your time, and good luck getting ready for the first games of the year.
Okay, thank you.